Welcome back to the GC podcast, and today we are here with our friend Jonas.
Hello, I'm Jonas.
So, yeah, today I've been visiting Jonas and Matt in Ohio, and we just decided to do a podcast today. And something that's been on my mind for the past past like year has been how to build good habits, how to do the things that you want to do, how to be the person that you want to be consistently. And honestly, I think that's like discipline is like being able to do things like that, you know?
Yeah, having good discipline is it's a really important factor throughout life because there are going to be plenty of times where you're wanting to do stuff that there's stuff that you don't want to do that you're going to kind of have to do, but it's going to make your future better, and at the end of the day it's going to overall be better for you as a person and getting things accomplished that are beneficial to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything that you really want to do, I guess, is gonna take hard work and discipline to get it done and get it at least started.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson put it perfectly. He said, it was like discipline is doing the things you hate, but doing them like you love them because you know you'll enjoy the result. And I just thought that that's totally right. And it's like, I think sometimes something that we actually had something like this happen. It was, I was talking with one of my friends, or one of our friends, Kelly, like about a year ago, and we were literally eating graham crackers in our friend's basement, and he was like, "Oh, I love eating graham crackers dipped in peanut butter." And our friend Mark, he was like, "They're upstairs. You can go grab the peanut butter." And he was like, "Oh no, man! Like I'm too lazy to go get it." And I was just thinking that whole time, I was like, it's 10 feet away." Like I told him, like, "Are you serious? Like it's literally 10 feet away." And immediately when he said that, I walked upstairs and got the peanut butter. And then it's funny to me to just think like, what can activate that for you to start doing things like that. And I think something that I use is like, just do things right now without thinking about it. Because like it gets really easy to start being like, oh, that guy, I really don't feel like doing that, or this sort of thing. And then you start overthinking, you know?
Yeah, you know what works well is the 3, 2, 1, and you just gotta do it.
Oh yeah, no, I forget where I found that. Do you know where you found that, Matt?
No, I don't remember.
Because I remember hearing to count down on your fingers, go 3, 2, 1,
And
and
you
then
just gotta do it immediately, no matter what.
yeah, and every single time I've done that, which I don't usually do it that much, but every single time I've done it, I've been able to do whatever it is. Kind of crazy. Oh, actually, Steve-O was the one who was doing that.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
So what, like 3, 2, 1, then you do like a stunt or something
Yeah.
you're scared to do?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but yeah, just like the whole idea of doing it right now and just not thinking about what it is, because you know you're gonna enjoy the result. And like, especially when you start overthinking, like it gets super easy to like get sidetracked from your actual goal that you want to have. And like, when we have things that we want to accomplish and we keep doing other things and keep getting sidetracked, it ends up you just don't feel good. And that's sort of how things start to like get worse. I tend to notice. But
Okay, so I was thinking about a good example of like discipline.
yeah.
A good example for that is like knowing you have got to be up at a certain time to, like, you got to go up and be at work at like 6:45 or 7 in the morning.
Right.
Like there's gonna be plenty of things you're gonna want to do at night with friends, but overall it's your job, and you're gonna have, if you want to be successful at your job, you're gonna want to try and go to bed at a reasonable time and get good sleep.
Yeah. No,
And-
absolutely.
Yeah, when you're going to work and you're running on 3 hours of sleep from the night before, you're going to wake up, you're not going to want to go to work, you're not going to be happy overall, and you're just going to feel kind of cruddy the rest of the day. So if you have a good discipline and like trying to set up your sleep schedule.
Yeah, just like building the routines.
Yeah.
Like I always bring this up. It's like all these sort of things, like you don't like doing them always, or it's obviously not always going to be enjoyable, but it'll always be satisfying in the end. Like that's what, because I think that you can have things that are good in the moment and they don't have the best long-term effect, or you can have things that aren't the best in the moment, but you end up getting a really good long-term effect, and you build a routine and you build momentum, and those are the things that just help you get better in life and feel better about everything. And like like I said, like this is all the stuff that I enjoy talking about and the stuff that I've been talking about, but it's just building that same goal of just feeling better and being better.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing good comes easy. Everything good really comes
Yeah.
from hard work and determination and discipline, like you've been saying.
Yeah.
Do you see where I put that notebook?
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, can I have it? So I want to see I have stuff written down. But yeah, we've had an interesting weekend this weekend. I came up to Ohio to see Jonas and Matt, like I said, and the first day we kind of actually ended up doing the most, but it was kind of funny. It went like we thought it was gonna be more yesterday that we were gonna do, and then it ended up just like yeah, whatever. But it's kind of funny. I mean,
Hey, that's what waking up late does to you.
yeah, that is true.
Sleeping in, and when you wake up at 12:31, you're like, oh no, half of my day's gone. What happened?
Yeah, try 1:30 as it was yesterday.
Yeah, no, like
Oh.
I think sometimes because I obviously talk a lot about like getting good sleep or whatever and like that sort of thing, but like there are times when it's social interaction like is superior to getting good sleep because I think it's a vital thing to life to have those good experiences, those good talks, those whatever it is type thing with hanging out with people. But
For
if
sure.
if it's like it's just finding balance always, you know.
Yeah.
But no, like another thing I was thinking about is like starting any. So let's say you have a goal that you want to do, or you have a routine that you want to start building. You want to start eating well. You want to start working out. Something that is important to realize is that it's gonna feel hard, but once you realize that the hardest part is the actual starting itself, then that's where you can start to build momentum and understand that once you get past the beginning, you are sort of like what's it called?
It's going to be the most rewarding thing once you get past that first hurdle.
Yeah, you're coasting at that point almost.
Yeah.
You know?
And forming a consistent habit, like consistency is really important because the hardest part about doing anything or like trying to do things better for you is just starting that.
Yeah,
Because you're always going to
exactly,
come
yeah.
up with excuses and make all these mental roadblocks. So you're not going to be able to do that thing.
Yeah. And if
And-
you get in the mindset of understanding that like those thoughts that pop into your head are only just detracting from doing the thing that is what you want to do, and like cuz I think our human psychology is just we want to follow the easiest path, but the easiest path doesn't always coincide with what we want to accomplish because we all have goals, but there's things that can detract us from achieving that. And that would be those thoughts that pop into our head that make us be like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like getting this thing done that we have to accomplish. Or then you end up being like, oh my God, then why didn't I do it? And then no one wants to live with regret. That's one of the worst things you can have on your conscience.
Yeah. Just not knowing what the outcome could have been and always wondering like, oh, I wonder like if that would have actually helped me or like
Yeah, that's the worst.
you never know what opportunities life is going to present you. So, especially like when a really unique or different one passes by, you want to make sure you kind of fit that in
Yeah,
for you.
for sure. That's why I
Or
think it's
jump at it
important. Yeah, that's why I
jump
think
at
it's
it in the
important to
moment.
just like take the step or like just send or whatever you think of it as is just like go for it, and like it's not going to be comfortable, but it will become comfortable from taking the step, and it won't feel good. And like I said, the starting is the hardest part, but then you'll feel good after, and that's what I've always found it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And those type of things where it doesn't feel good at the start and you feel better after, those are the things that you actually grow from, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Another really important part about personal growth is getting out of your comfort zone and making sure you kind of do it often enough so you're not falling into complacent habits where you're just like in the regular routine of life, because that's when you're going to start to realize that life is moving faster and faster.
Yeah.
And you're doing the same things and you're going through the same motions. When you're trying out new things and you're doing things that you might have not normally thought you would do, like, oh, like I've never had, it's like something simple, like, oh, I've never had sushi. Like maybe today's the day that I actually have sushi. It looks disgusting, but I don't know how it tastes.
Right. Yeah. Like I had noticed that like I heard this quote or term a while ago, like novelty is stimulating, and it's really interesting if you think about it. When you try new things, you feel like you're living like a whole new life. Things are going slower. you feel more down to earth, you feel better talking to other people. It's just you have a great like feeling. It's almost just those new feelings like propel like life and just growth. It's
Like
really
everything
cool.
feels more like diverse and new, and it gives like a new sense, like almost like you're a kid again.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's like the best thing to have in life is you don't want to be losing that sense of childlike or that imagination or just that like spirit, because I think that's the biggest thing that people lose when they get older is that they just start going in the same routine of something that they don't enjoy and thinking that, oh, like it'll get better eventually, or at least I'll have my retirement or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That I think is just the worst way to see life, because you're spending so much time doing things that you hate just to have a portion that you're going to possibly enjoy, but you're probably going to be thinking about what you could have been doing 20 years ago type thing.
It's like constantly working towards the future when the present's right in front of you, and there's plenty of opportunities that are happening like on a day-to-day basis, but you're kind of just like, oh no, I shouldn't do that. Like I should continue to do what I'm doing right now because 20 years from now, like I'm gonna be thanking myself for this. But
Yeah.
no, like you're living your life right now. You're gonna want to enjoy the present moment as much as you can.
Yeah. Like, because I think there's a medium where you can be in the present and also enjoy or also see the future of where you want to be, because I don't think it's beneficial to be looking back or looking forward. I think you should only be focusing on the present and stuff that you can do right now. Like, that's a big thing with Stoicism, the like way of thought. And it's important to realize that is that we only control the present. Look to the future of what you want to be. Don't focus on it too much. Don't worry about the past because you can't control it. And yeah, I mean that's sort of how I see it.
Well, at the same time, I feel like you should do things that should benefit your future in the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
At the end of the day, life is really full of the experiences that you make, and having different experiences that kind of like capture your life. Like the more broad and different your experiences are, and you could say you've done different things, I feel like the more rewarding your life is because you're not going to be stuck wondering, oh, I wish I could have done this when you're old and you have a lot of money, but you don't have the same time and energy, and you really don't have youth on your side to do those things that you might have like once been able to have done.
Right. It is about living fully and actually experiencing the things that you didn't think you'd do, or things that you always wanted to do that you're nervous to do, those sort of things. That's what gives you happiness at the end of the day. That's real wealth, honestly. Like, it's not material wealth. That's spiritual wealth in the real sense.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah. Like, cause I think about like Jonas, like I know you're always like doing different things, and I just see like how you enjoy doing that and just putting yourself in new situations, and I just think that's a great way to like exercise yourself and just enjoy things and be yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Like I'm definitely like more of an extroverted kind of person. This might sound a little bit weird, but I genuinely I love people.
Yeah.
I kind of realize that like I enjoy talking to different people. I enjoy that. I really love the fact that everyone's unique and different in their own way. Like some people, like there could be one guy that's just like loves cars, and like okay, like that's what they focus on is like their car and everything. Like that's like their thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's what you want. That's what you want people to know about you. I really like that. And then there's other people that want you to know them for another reason. Just like everyone's just so unique, and that's the bottom thing for me. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in life. Like I'm going to school to be a music educator, and I'm going to be working with a lot of different people on a daily basis, just for a common goal.
Yeah, like I like you were saying about the just people all being different. I think it's so interesting that I like seeing people that find their shit and like what they enjoy, and like they're just fully embracing that and enjoying that, and like it's interesting because we're all what's it called? We're all just humans, but everyone has their own individual interests and individual things that they are as a person, and that's something that's like the beauty of life, really.
Yeah.
Like it sounds. I mean, I feel like we're sort of talking in like woke stuff, but like I mean, it's sort of like it's true, you know.
Just yeah, embracing like your individuality and what you enjoy as a person rather than
Them
just
following the grain.
Yeah,
like,
no cap.
following the grain and like just doing what you think, oh, this is what society would like me to do. Just like being yourself, that is probably the most rewarding thing that you can do for you as well.
Or just
Absolutely.
sometimes it's not even what society wants you. That's part of it. Sometimes it's just what other people around you want you to do.
Yeah, and
100%.
it's like it gets really easy to follow the popular opinion or things that you aren't always interested in because you see other people doing it or you think that it's trying to fit in or whatever it is. But once you can get over that barrier of being like, okay, I should be doing this because other people are doing it or because it's popular. Like that's something that I've found in the past year. Like I've just gotten really interested in things that I care about, and I honestly just don't care if anyone else likes it or not because I like it, you know. And,
Yeah.
or doing the things that I think are right. If someone else doesn't think it's right, I'm still gonna be doing it, you know.
Yeah, totally.
For
Because
sure,
like
man.
me and John were talking about this, Matt. Like when he came over, you know, I really just want to get. Like I said this
A good
so
flow.
many times. I just want it to be a normal conversation instead of us trying to talk about a topic. You know.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's
like,
hard.
Yeah, it is hard, but that's what we gotta learn how to do.
I mean, it's not like it's just gonna happen when there's camera. I mean, there's like a camera and shit in front of us. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's not
We
like
can ease into it,
you can ease
like
into
we
it.
are right now.
Yeah, you just kind of have to have having that normal conversation.
Yeah, cause I don't know if you know what I mean, Jonas, but right like this when we've been talking this whole time, I've been talking in like recording mode. Like I don't want to talk in recording. I want to talk
And
in
your studio
human mode.
voice.
What?
Yeah.
You can talk with your studio voice.
Yeah, I hate
your,
it.
Your radio voice.
I hate it. Yeah, Lissa's saying I have a radio voice.
Yeah. I mean, talking in radio voice isn't necessarily a bad thing if you can still be yourself.
I don't think it is. I mean, I think I am talking about stuff that is myself. I don't think I'm talking exactly how I would like though. Like
Yeah.
because I feel like it's not as genuine if you're almost like making conversation or making thoughts instead of just talking. Do you know what I mean? Cuz like I feel
Yeah.
like cuz like I had stuff written down and then we were talking about like, oh, well this will help the most like sort of thing like
I mean, I got one. I've got a few more thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah. So, this is kind of like a lost art form that a lot of people are missing nowadays. And I think it's thinking with an open mind.
Yes.
It's a very important fact which makes you like and like really boosts your individuality when you're able to like listen to what other people have to say with an open mind and understand what they're saying, kind of digest it, and you can agree and disagree with them, and you're not just agreeing with them to make them happy or you're disagreeing with them just for like whatever reason. Like you're allowed to have your own opinions, but when you are able to kind of get the full spectrum, like look through the full scope of things and make your own educated opinion, that is where I'm going to respect you the most as a person.
Right. Like
Yeah, exactly.
when you can build the most perspective, or of course the air conditioning comes on, when you can have the perspective that other people see or put yourself in other people's feet and just sort of, I guess, get a broader view of things, I think that's like the people who are the best humans or best people, they understand others and they actually think with others in mind, but still obviously are themselves, and that's what I think is just really the goal, to just like be considerate of others and yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And just try to understand a wide array of opinions instead of just
Yeah, like I think
solid
it's all just learning and understanding, and that's kind of what like has always been something that I've been interested in, is just learning about other things or discovering things or hearing others out, and I think that's something that it just helps build your character as a person. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think this is where we're gonna wrap up the podcast for today.
Yeah, sounds good.
We're selling hats now, and we should be selling hoodies
On the
soon.
website gcprocess.org,
Yes,
and
sir.
then we're just gonna keep plugging away as always, and I honestly, so the one thing that I've been focused on is just we want to build our audience, and we want to like have more people that view this, and I want to start posting on TikTok to sort of grow this, because obviously right now it's only people that we've known for however long that just know us and follow us and that sort of thing. But I honestly believe that this is going to be way bigger, and that's what we're gonna achieve, you know. And I just have that belief that we're gonna do it. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who's been supporting so far. And like Matt said, we have the clothes on the website. We have the hoodie coming out right after. I think in a few weeks we'll be dropping that officially. So yeah, I appreciate it for watching, and have a good one.
GC out.
Turkey out.
Terpene.